All right, hey guys, Nathan here with CBI and Prinsu. Today we are going to show you the installation of our brand new wind deflector decals. So we've got these awesome new decals that give you the opportunity to customize your Prinsu rack. So let's jump right in and let's show you how to put these bad boys on. All right, so let's talk about the steps to get this Prinsu wind deflector decal installed. The first step is if you've already installed your roof rack, go ahead and pull your wind deflector off of the vehicle, off of your roof rack. It's significantly much easier to do it when it's not on the vehicle. The other thing is, and this is a pro tip, is you're gonna want to install this decal in room temperature or at least warmer temperatures. So you're not going to want to do it out in the cold with cold metal or anything like that. Pull it off the vehicle, take it inside, let it get up to room temperature. Next step is you're going to want to make sure the wind deflector is clean. So you can use some window cleaner, the right kinds won't leave a residue, or you can use rubbing alcohol. But you're going to want to make sure it's clean, and that's regardless of whether you pulled it off of your vehicle or you've just received your rack brand new. You're still going to want to wipe it down, make sure the surface is clean and ready for the decal to be applied. All right, so we've got the wind deflector all clean and ready for the install. Couple things to keep in mind. This wind deflector has the 40-inch light bar cut out. You're going to receive the same decal whether you have a standard wind deflector or a light bar wind deflector, and we provide an X-Acto knife to use to cut that to fit, and it just makes the fitment much better and it makes it perfect. So we'll still show you how to do that. And then it's also much easier to install this decal if you have a friend. So I've got Branson here, he's going to help me out, and let's jump right in. Let's show you what to do. So it's all clean, it's ready to go. The easiest thing to do is to grab the decal. It has this white backing and then of course the decal on top. Go ahead and peel up the edge of the decal and then just fold it under. And the first thing you're going to want to do is just grab it on the edges lightly, and you're going to want to orient the edge of the decal close to the edge of the wind deflector, and you're going to want to put it around 1/8 of an inch reveal all the way around the edge. So you're going to start there, and then the next step is you have these holes. Your holes for your bolts, they're right in the center. Those are going to be your main guide as you go ahead and put this on. So I get it close to around 1/8 of an inch around the perimeter on the reveal, and then I match it exactly to the diameter of the hole. And I just go ahead and rub it right in between the holes. I don't adhere it anywhere else on the graphic. The next step, so I'm going to lift this up just to make sure it's straight. The next step is I'm going to align the next set of holes. So you're going to pull it tight, and that's why I got Branson here to help me get those aligned. And then again, I'm just rubbing it right in the middle just to adhere it. If for some reason you feel like you get 2 or 3 of the sets of holes lined up and you're starting to get off, go ahead and pull it up. You can it'll come right off because you haven't adhered it really well yet. It'll come right up, and then just reset it. So that's the next step, and you can see Branson, he's pulling the backing back for me. And so I'm just going to move on to the next set of holes here. And again, you just align those, and I hold it in the middle. Now, if you have just a little bit of misalignment on the holes, let's say it's a 1/16 of an inch top to bottom or side to side, whatever it is, it's really not going to be the end of the world. Don't fret about it. Your reveal's still going to be very consistent all the way around, and the bolts, when you bolt your wind deflector back on, they're going to cover any misalignment that may be visually seen right here by the bolt holes. So don't stress it. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect the way we design this, and you won't even be able to tell. And then the last step, we'll go ahead and pull it all off. And we'll align these last sets of holes here. Okay, so you can see it's not, we haven't pressed it all down yet. It's just, you know, I've rubbed it right in the middle of these sets of holes here. So I'm looking at it right now. Again, the reveal looks pretty consistent all the way around and around the logo here. So the next step is, if you feel comfortable with where you're at, then we're gonna just slowly rub from the center out, top to bottom, and apply the decal down to the wind deflector. I like to start in the middle here. So this middle set of holes right here. So I'm gonna rub it around the holes, and then I'm gonna rub up and down. So I'm gonna rub from the center out just to make sure I don't get any air bubbles, okay? And I'm gonna start in the center here, and I'm gonna work my way out doing the same thing. So from the center long ways, top to bottom, and then from the center to the edges. So I'm just gonna slowly and lightly just rub it out. Make sure I don't have any bubbles. Again, if for some reason you get some bubbles, for whatever reason, let's say you get some bubbles up here around the logo portion, then peel it up from this end, get rid of your bubbles, you know, lay it down, and then do that same process. So I'll just keep rubbing this out here. And this graphic material, this decal material, is super easy to work with. So here's a perfect example. It looks like I'm gonna get just a little bit of a bubble here. So I'm just gonna peel up this edge, just like that, see? And it just went right away. Perfect. Okay, so that's really all you need to do to apply the decal. Again, you're gonna have roughly 1/8 of an inch reveal all the way around the perimeter. And it can be a little different from side to side. You know, maybe you have slightly under 1/8 here, slightly over 1/8 here. It's not a big deal. You're not gonna notice it when it's sitting up on the vehicle. So again, don't stress those things. You just wanna get it as straight as you can. And the key, the tip for installing this, is to line up these sets of holes that go along the front of the wind deflector that attach it to the crossbar. That's really what simplifies this portion of the install. Again, the warm temperatures make the wind deflector, or the decal, go on the wind deflector easy. Here's your pro tip on this, is once you get this installed, and I would recommend doing this after you cut out for the wind deflector, or for the light bar, which we're gonna show you, is grab a blow dryer or a hair dryer and have it on the warm setting, and just apply a little heat to this decal, and then again, just rub it down with your hand like this, and that'll help the adhesive set. Okay, so we've got our decal applied now. This particular wind deflector is not our standard wind deflector. It's got the light bar cut out. So we are gonna need to cut out the graphic to fit that. Again, if you have the standard wind deflector, you don't have to cut it all. You're already gonna have that perfect reveal across the top. So we send a little X-Acto knife with every decal. You're gonna wanna put it out about 1/2 of an inch, or 3/8 of an inch at least. And what we're gonna do is, you just hold your wind deflector, you know, up off your table or whatever, and you're gonna use the metal wind deflector as your guide, your cut guide. So you can see it, maybe a little hard to see in the camera, but you can see the edge all the way across and then down from when we put the decal on. I'm basically just gonna cut right along the metal. I'm gonna cut this slit first, I'll cut that one, and then I'll do the long one. And that's really as simple as it is. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, so that wraps it up. We've got our Prinsu wind deflector decal on. It looks awesome. These things, this is my new favorite product. These things are so cool. Great way to customize your rack. As you can see, the cut is super simple to do, and it just looks perfect. One quick reminder, when you go ahead and put this back on your vehicle, be careful when you're washing your vehicle. It's no problem. Of course, this decal is built to withstand weather. It's a 3 to 5 year vinyl. It's laminated. You know, it's gonna hold up to the elements, but a pressure washer in specifically can cause damage to decals. So just like any decal, you don't wanna hit it hard on the edges because it may pop an edge, and you don't wanna put the tip too close to the vinyl because it can damage the vinyl. But other than that, normal pressure washing works great. We don't have any issues with it, and you can always have this looking just tip-top clean and awesome on your vehicle. Be sure to follow along. We're gonna have more versions that we're gonna be releasing, so it's just gonna give you more opportunities to customize your Prinsu rack, and we can't wait to see you guys on the trail. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys out there.